Hi, bestie. Welcome back to Girl House. I actually just finished editing. Well, I have like 20 more minutes of Wednesday's episode. It's fun recording twice a week. It's just like you have to speak to me twice a week for an hour, which is, I was like,
Oh my
actually, no,
gosh.
I was thinking about that today because I go to this little wine bar to edit. And
Hmm.
I was texting Celia and I was saying I feel like a freak because I do laugh out loud while I'm editing at the bar and I probably look like a drunk because I'm just it's it's like it's a everyone goes there and has like a glass of wine and works, but they have like this strict rule that like at 5 p.m. you have to put your laptop away. But anyway, like I
Wait,
have
that's so
one glass.
fun.
Yeah, I always try to make it past the 5 p.m. rule and like they don't usually say anything, but today at 5:07 he was like just letting you know it's last call for laptops. And then like you never really realize because I'm always sitting at the bar, like it goes like whenever I walk in, because I usually get there around like 4. Whenever I walk in, it's like literally like everyone's just working on stuff. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's 5 p.m. and I turn around and it's just like a bunch of friends sitting at tables having drinks. And I'm like, oh, this is
What a
weird.
switch up. How fun.
Um, but I love like it's my favorite thing to do. So once a week at 4 p.m., I allow myself a four because I have a strict I don't like to drink before 5 p.m. It makes me uncomfortable. But once a week, 4 p.m., I allow myself a chilled glass of cab at
Oh,
this
how
place.
fun.
And then I chuckle to myself. And sometimes I get they have this delicious bruschetta and I'm just confused because like they have a happy hour, but it must just be on Thursdays. Because like one time I went there and there was this awesome happy hour, but like lately I haven't seen it. But the
You
whole
know the
point
happy hour ban might be lifted in Massachusetts?
I didn't know there was a happy hour ban.
It's
Why the
like the
hell is there a
only
happy hour
state
ban?
because people drink too much here. I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
That's,
yeah,
yeah,
I was
in
so
1984 they
pissed
put it
off.
on. Hmm.
No. Um, so my new thing is like instead of taking an Ativan before a flight now, because I feel like I'm getting to the point. Basically, if you don't know, I'm not scared of a plane crashing. In law school, I developed this weird claustrophobia on planes, and so I had to start taking Ativan because it was really bad to have a panic attack every single time. And now I think I've flown so much on Ativan that like I feel pretty much okay, but I still like when we're moving, I'm fine. It's just like when we're landing, sitting, and when we're like waiting to take off. So my new solution, instead of like ruining my entire day by taking an Ativan or a Xanax, I have 3 mimosas before the flight instead. And anyway, I my flight boarded at 10:05 at Boston Logan on the way back to LA a few days ago. And I was like, I go to a restaurant so confidently and I was like, "Can I have a mimosa?" And they were like, "We don't start serving you till 10." And I was like, "I've never heard of this at an airport." And I didn't believe it. I was like, "The whole airport doesn't serve until 10?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I just didn't believe it. So I went to another restaurant
Actually,
and they were like, "Yeah, we don't serve until 10." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I
So
wish
then I had to take a Xanax and I had to rush and take my Xanax because I was about to board the plane.
I actually was just having this conversation with Emily about Newark because she said one time she went to the airport and it was like a crazy, or maybe it was her friend. It was like on the way to her batch, crazy early flight, and they
Yeah.
got denied alcohol and they felt like alcoholics, but it was at like 4
Yeah.
a.m. 10 a.m. is
Okay.
crazy in an airport.
10 a.m. is in and on weekend. Yeah, 4, well, yeah. I mean,
But it's kind of like the airport, there's no time, like time doesn't
and everyone
exist.
always agrees the airport has no rules. Yeah,
That's what I mean. Yeah.
it's just frustrating. I felt frustrated.
Imagine, speaking of Emily, the frustration I have when she's on her way to a happy hour in New Jersey and I have not, like, it's illegal here to have a happy hour.
I'm like blown away by that. So Boston has like a big drinking problem.
I mean, arguably a lot of places in the country
Like
have a drinking problem,
I
but they're
would
trying
quite
to lift the ban.
frankly say like LA has a bad drinking problem. New York has a terrible drinking problem. What is it about Boston?
I'm gonna look up the reasoning
You know
why, but
what? I
I'm
bet it's
positive it's.
because like Bostonians are violent. I'm not even joking. Like
Oh, it really is like
if you
something
think
like
about
that.
a bar fight, like I feel like in Boston too, people are really passionate about sports. Like like to an extreme. So I bet like it's like some sort of violence.
No. Okay, it's actually so in Massachusetts, happy hour, which typically involves discounted alcoholic drinks during specific times, is banned. This ban, enacted in 1984, was implemented to combat drunk driving incidents. The state prohibits businesses from offering reduced prices on alcohol like beverages for a limited time, aiming to prevent excessive drinking and its associated risks. In fairness, why are we the
I get it.
only state? Like, it should probably be nationwide or not.
Well,
Like,
that's
but
actually
they are trying to
a
lift the
really
ban.
deep discussion you're bringing up is the separation of state and
Yeah,
federal, if you want to get into that.
I am very aware, but all I'm saying is that I personally am not happy about Massachusetts law,
Oh, that's
but
bullshit.
they are
I'd like
actually debating lifting the ban. But granted, they've debated it before, but I keep seeing like
no,
TikToks about it.
I'd like to know because like and now I'm sounding like an alcoholic, but I literally like look forward to the airport now for my mimosas. It's just like a fun thing I do. I have three
By the way,
mimosas.
your morning mimosa situation is unrelated to happy hours.
Well, Boston's the only airport I've ever been to that I haven't been able to get my mimosa.
Yeah, but it's also probably like the only one at that hour that you've tried, perhaps.
No, it's not at all.
No, I
LA, I
did
always
actually.
leave 5 a.m. and I
Yeah.
always get three from the same guy who owns this big farm. Every single time I go, he's got a new animal. He just got a new horse.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
no, he lives like out like he must live like an hour outside of LA and he literally has every animal you can think of. It's crazy.
And
Um,
he commutes in to work?
yeah, he works I've got to ask him where he lives because he works at LAX and he's like I love him so much. He just has the best personality. He always gives Ducky a piece of bacon and he always calls me sweetheart, compliments my eyes, but it's never like in a creepy way. He's just like
Hmm.
a
Oh,
really
speaking
nice
of
guy.
complimenting your eyes, if you're watching,
Oh,
check
yeah,
out
I'm
Callie's new
wearing my new
look.
glasses. I got new glasses. Um, but uh, well, oh, so he also works, I'm just spilling all his business. He also works at the Dodgers Stadium. So I'm like, where does he work where he's
Mm.
going to LAX and the Dodger Stadium? Because those are like not, I'm just wondering where he lives. Maybe he doesn't mind a commute.
Yeah. My brain can't like physically picture where he could live at the moment, but I'm sure he
Well, he
lives.
doesn't live in LA. That's all I know. He's
Yeah.
got to live like an hour outside.
Yeah. But
But
that's
he
like,
is the best employee to work at an airport because he's just like so, he puts you in a great mood.
oh.
Typically, I get a free mimosa. Typically, it's like I get three and then he slides me another one. He's like, and then I have four. But that's my thing is I like to get on the plane after my mimosas and I like to just, then I pass out for the most of the
It's
flight.
giving. It's giving when we went to what's it called? The firehouse in Venice. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
And we were sat down just for a casual breakfast. Callie's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna order a mimosa. I'm like, you know what? Me too. All
Can
of a
I'm
sudden,
gonna share, I'm not saying can I, I'm gonna share this is tea, by the way. This morning was the night after I had my hookup that led to a pregnancy scandal.
oh my God, I forgot that detail.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was a
oh
pretty
my
significant
God.
morning. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
had hooked up with
God.
a guy the night
Wait, that
before.
makes this story really bad.
No, it doesn't, because obviously I didn't know. It was literally like 8 hours after.
That's so crazy. I completely forgot that that was the timeline of it all.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, we had like literally like 10 mimosas. And this guy,
No, but you're totally leaving out the point that it wasn't by choice. He
oh
just
yeah.
kept filling our glasses. We only ordered one singular mimosa.
No, he's
Maybe
the
two. I don't
best.
remember, but
He
like
is
it
the
was
best. And he
insane.
obviously didn't
We had
charge
to
for it.
cut
No.
him off. We literally
Yeah,
had to
it's
tell
every
him.
yeah.
No, I'm
Because
not
it was
kidding.
getting out of hand. No, and
We're
the other
like,
day I was on a walk with Ducky and I heard someone calling my name and he was like, Kelly, you've got to come back into the restaurant. And I was like, should I come in right now?
that
But
was
then
an
I didn't.
epic brunch.
Something
Oh
else
my
crazy I
God.
was talking about when Alex was visiting because I was pointing out the restaurant to her. Listen to this, and I'd love to know the significance of this because it's kind of like a lot of big things happen at
Men
that
go around
restaurant.
there. Oh.
So,
I thought you were gonna say big men go around there because it's
well,
right
that
next
too,
to
because
Gold's Gym. It's
Gold's,
literally
yeah,
just filled with
yeah.
bodybuilders.
Well, then they have a menu.
Bodybuilders and us.
Their menu is catered to bodybuilders too. Um,
Obviously, yeah.
but no. So the first breakfast I ever went to with my ex was there. I
I
remember
remember.
it. So yeah,
Mhm.
literally the first
I
night I
wasn't
allowed him
there.
to
I
sleep
just
over.
remember you going. Yeah.
Yes. And then the last meal we ever shared together was there.
Wow.
Also breakfast, obviously.
Well,
Like it's
yeah.
just like,
What do
isn't
you
that kind of
call that?
interesting? I don't,
Full circle.
but I didn't realize that until like the other day when I was walking by it and like telling Alex, "Oh, that's Firehouse." And then I was like, "Oh my God, that's actually like I feel like that's kind of crazy."
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, especially because it's just so.
And it's like
How
just
many
so
other times had you gone there together?
those were the only two times.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Weird.
I know.
Very weird.
I thought that was like an interesting tidbit. But this is all to say what I was trying to say is while I was editing today, I was like, "Oh, this is so like obviously we have great goals for this podcast, et cetera, et cetera." But I also was just thinking, like, how nice that we have this because it forces, I'd like to say us, but you, to speak to me for an hour every week. Like, you have no choice. It's a scheduled time to speak. And I seriously, I think it's the key to our friendship because it's just who you are. When we're apart, you distance yourself because you compartmentalize, but you don't have the choice to because we have
Well,
to meet
for
every
me, I actually look forward to it, and I'm not even saying this to be funny because I know we'll
week.
catch up everything here. So it's kind of like, oh, I don't need to say this minute detail because I know I can just tell her then.
Yeah. Well, and
But it's lovely.
that leads me to by the way, I feel like the way you said that it's giving that we don't ever speak the rest of the week except for this time. We still talk every day.
We
Just not.
literally talk every day, but I'm just saying, like, I look
No, I know.
forward to like
Just giving
genuinely
like
catching up
yeah.
on like little bits,
So
as you
that
just said,
brings
and I wanted to pawn off you tidbits.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really love that.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I feel like I said something else that people liked the other day. Like I said something and someone was impressed by my vocabulary. I don't remember. What'd you say? Tidbits and trinkets?
Yeah. You heard that?
Oh, yeah, that would be an adorable little gift shop name for a store.
That would be adorable.
That would be, I
Tidbits and
imagine,
trinkets and pants and pummels,
yeah. I imagine
depending on your mood.
a little toadstool.
I thought you were gonna say your little dragon. You lost that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't want to talk
Callie
about
had this
it.
like very special little trinket.
I got him from the there's like a magic shop on or like a fairy shop on Newberry in Boston. And I went in the other day because like every time I'm in Boston and I'm on Newberry, I go in to like see if they have the dragon. He went everywhere with me. Like he made it to New York in my last
Mhm.
apartment. I don't know what happened to him, but anyway, I was so pissed off. Last time I went to the fairy shop with Alex, we go in and it's just now it's just a Harry Potter store.
Britta would love that.
And and Jellycat recently came out with a dragon that looks like my dragon, and like I want to get
Cute.
him, but the thing is, Ducky, like I can't. All my stuffed animals just sit in my closet, and I'm
Hmm.
such a stuffed animal girl. I have been my whole life, like
Hmm.
huge on stuffed animals, and like I never went through a phase where I didn't like them. I have a crazy tidbit. Actually, been waiting until we started recording to discuss this, so. I matched with this guy and on Hinge. I don't really go on Hinge that much just because no, I really don't.
No, I know you don't. It was just funny.
But I opened it up. I messaged this guy once. I liked what he said to me. I responded. Then he responded. Then I didn't respond because I was like, he's the guy I talked about a few episodes, and I'll have to report back on this where he was like, "How was your holiday?" And I'm like, "You mean the 4th of July?"
Wait, that's crazy because when you were telling me about this guy earlier on in the week, I had no idea it was the same guy.
Yeah. And I'm like, "You consider the 4th of July a holiday right now?"
Oh, yeah, we had this whole conversation. Wait, you literally have really been talking to this guy then?
Well, we haven't talked at all. I never responded to him because I was
Because
like, you
that turned you
consider
off
that.
so much?
I'm concerned about it because I'm
We
like,
already had this conversation. Remember my analogy with Christmas?
Yeah, I get it. I just like it'll be my first question I ask when we sit down. And I don't
That's
care if
valid.
that makes it uncomfortable because
Given
literally
his
what is the point?
profession, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know if that adds up, but to me it does.
Okay. Anyway, so he actually messaged me saying he was circling back, and I was like, thrilled to hear from you. I just cut to the chase. I was like, let's just get drinks. And so now this
Yes.
is where I'm like pissed off and like I literally don't want to go anymore. So I do think he's cute. And then I showed him to my friend last night, and she was like, he's very cute. So it's like two people have now said he's cute.
I also said he's cute.
Yeah, that's the other person, you.
Oh, you said you did. I thought you were counting yourself.
Oh, then three people think
Yeah,
he's cute. Yeah, he's a cute guy. And the crazy thing
he's a
is
cute guy.
he's 6'1". And usually like the men I date aren't
Shocker.
above 5'9", like
Yeah.
max. So anyway, yeah, he's got some height to him. Who knows what
You're
else
being
he has?
so nonchalant. He's like so cute.
No, he's very cute and he lives in a neighborhood that I'm trying to move closer to. Well, he lives basically I'm trying to move I want to say I'm trying to move west, but that's probably not the actual direction because I always am like,
Mm-mm. More
uh,
like southwest.
yeah. So basically, he said, we're not going to Applebee's. And I said, okay.
Mm.
Which is like honestly fine because it always gets really awkward once we're making plans and the guy like tries to make us go to Applebee's because it's like 30
Mind me,
minutes
have you
outside of LA.
ever actually followed through in going to Applebee's on a date, blind
No,
date?
I've only talked about it several times and then it always gets to the point where we're like, can we not actually do this? Because
Okay,
it's
that's what I thought. I was just
well,
trying to
because
remember
it's
because there
just
was one that came pretty
awkward.
close. Yeah.
The man that there was a pregnancy scandal with, we almost went to Applebee's. I probably wouldn't have had that
Mm.
scandal if we went to Applebee's.
It's just all, yeah, that's wow. Um, he's really in tonight's app.
I know. What the crazy
But
thing is, like, I'm sure he's kept up with me, but just like side note, like, I'd like to remind everyone that
it's crazy.
when I told him that I was pregnant, he blocked my number. And then he blocked me on everything. First of all, I wasn't even trying to talk to him. I literally was just like, oh, I think you should know this. And then I'm like, does he know that I'm not? Or does he think he has a child? He's gotta know.
That just made me
Or do
feel
you think
like
it's just like he's so out of sight, out of mind? He's like, I don't ever want to know anything about this. And he's just like,
I
it's
can't
just,
imagine living that way.
yeah, me neither. But like, I kind of feel like maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. Just
I
like a
don't
side
know.
note.
That's so crazy.
I know.
Like
But I
it's
still
really
have,
hard to grasp.
yeah, he's a freak. I mean, grow up. Not even,
That's
yeah,
actually crazy. But
yeah.
the issue with Applebee's is that you'd have to drive 45 minutes there and back.
Exactly. And like, we're not gonna drive together. That just is like recipe for disaster.
If
And
you
then I'm
Uber there, it's
sorry,
just like
but
a
like,
lot.
yeah, because like I'm gonna have to Uber there because I'm gonna have a glass or two of wine before I get there. I always do to loosen up the nerves. Then who knows what I'll do at Applebee's, and then I've got to Uber home, and then it's like, oh, do you want to share an Uber, or oh, like if we don't go home together, which lately I just haven't been into. Lately, I haven't gone on any dates this entire year. Well, I went on that one date with that guy from Hawaii, but aside from that, and he did try to stay over. He wouldn't leave my goddamn house, which I kicked him out. But the whole
Yeah.
point being, like, I don't like a random hookup anymore, not in a pick me way, and I'll cry, and then it's weird. And we all know this because last random hookup I had, and this is no shame, I used to random hookup all the time. But last random hookup I had was well, aside from my pregnancy scandal, was last summer when me and this very sweet guy, we're still friends to this day, hooked up on the beach. And then I started sobbing and he was like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" And I was
Mm.
like, "No, you don't get it. This is just something I do."
Uh-huh. For a
But I
second,
only,
I thought you were talking about you can bleep this.
oh, oh my God, no. Ew.
Well, you kind of arguably did define hook up. You kind of did on the beach. I was just there.
Celia thought I was talking about this other guy who I just feel uncomfortable around. Yeah, we kissed on the beach because you forced us
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
You know how many guys I've kissed because Celia peer pressures me to kiss them? Like too many.
Name one other.
The bouncer.
No offense. This is not like I shouldn't say you wanted to, but like you you did want me to ask you to do that?
Well, he no longer works there.
Yeah, what happened?
He was fired because he tried to fight one of the other employees and the other employee didn't feel comfortable. But he told me that he's just focusing more on his fitness.
Mm, typical.
No. Am
Typical.
I ever gonna be able to spit out what's wrong with this guy?
Can you please? I'm waiting.
And like I'd like to open the message, but God forbid I look up what else he said. So I was like, okay, like the whole point is like I don't actually want to go to Applebee's. It's a huge
Yeah.
issue. It's a huge thing. It's too much for a first date. Like
Wait, you should give
once
a little context for anyone listening that doesn't know this. Her entire Hinge prompts are all about Applebee's. So
yeah, it's like
oftentimes guys will be like, "Oh, let me take you to Applebee's" or something like that.
yeah, I just assumed. Yeah, that's yes, exactly. I shouldn't assume. Yes, my whole profile is about Applebee's.
Mm.
And so obviously everyone's like, let's go to Applebee's. And then it just goes too far. Hi, hi, hi. Anyway, we cut to the chase pretty quickly because obviously we're serious about making plans, me and this guy. I almost said his name. Um, Not that it would really matter at all at this stage of things. Anyway, the whole point being, he was like, we're not going to Applebee's. I was like, that's fine, so long as we go to La Cabana. And he goes, my friends said they got food poisoning from there. Ha 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 ha. And I literally said, don't say that to me. It's the most special place to me ever. And I haven't seen what he said yet.
I think it's time that you open it in front of everyone. I do not like that one bit.
They like, okay, first of all, they just didn't. I'm sorry, but they didn't. Sorry, your friends had a stomach bug.
Okay, let's take a step back. Incredibly offensive to you, but if I
Oh
actually got
my fucking God.
wait, what?
No, this is bullshit.
What do you say?
Let me do a little backstory of how Celia and I found La Cabana. We were with my little cousin
Mhm.
Sophia,
Oh
and
no.
this is no shade to Casablanca, okay? But we went to Casablanca, we couldn't get a seat. Okay?
Multiple
And
nights in a row, by the way. We had just
yeah.
moved to Venice.
And it's like nothing. I still love Casablanca's got a strong margarita. I like going there. I've been there twice in my life. I had a fine time the
Once
two
with
times
me,
I
once
went
with
there.
your ex.
Yeah. And okay. Anyway, yeah, that was actually a pivotal moment, by the
Yeah,
way, at that
why?
Casablanca, because I'll never forget. I was feeling really insecure that day, and I
Mm.
was like talking to him at Casablanca. I was like, I feel really insecure, and then he told me, "Oh, it's fine," because like I just like you for your personality. And I remember I remember texting you that and you telling me that's really not okay. But I was like
Yeah.
so wrapped up in the relationship that I was like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with that? And now like
Yeah.
that was off like that was really rude. Like, yes, you
That's
should like me for
basically
my
him
personality,
confirming what
that I
you're.
should be insecure.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nasty.
And it's
It
like,
sounds like he's an insecure man.
well, we all know that.
I said it on the record if he's listening.
Yeah, I'm agreeing on the record. I don't know why he's coming up so much this episode either. It's just anyway,
He's
it's
not.
like
It's all in your head. I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm kidding. That was a bad joke.
Now I feel
Carry on.
uncomfortable. Like a
Can you
crazy
get to the
man.
point of this story? You're at Casablanca.
So the issue here is like it's literally not that big of a deal. It's not in any case like I don't ever want to say on the record I don't fuck with Casablanca because quite frankly I do. I like it there. I've had a good
Mm-hmm.
time there. It's just obviously, we all know La Cabana is like the most special place in the entire world. I also have a thing where every single date I ever go on, I bring to La Cabana because I feel comfortable and safe at La Cabana. And so I'm going to read the conversation verbatim right now.
Okay.
And by the way, when you're listening to this, it's Friday, so I've gone on the date by now.
Oh, wow. Are you still going?
Well, we're gonna get to that. It's not, I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna go, but
Okay.
Thursday. Well, I guess it's just kind of like before I get
I
into this,
guess
I'm like, so first of all, he's saying he's celebrating the 4th of July, and now he's saying he doesn't like La Cabana. I'm like, I just feel like those are two red flags leading towards that he's like a
this is a really
conservative
hard.
supporter.
No, 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 no. Let me back it up. First off, this is really hard thing about dating apps is like you can't really get to know someone's personality. You're literally going based upon someone's looks. Second off, you're only saying he's an extreme conservative because there's one other person that you know who has shat on La Cabana, and that is someone who is extremely conservative. So, no, you don't. Like, what I was gonna say to put it in perspective, like, you have to give him a little bit of a break. If I had gone to a restaurant with you and I had gotten food poisoning and you'd only been to that restaurant one time, if someone brought it up to you on a dating app, you'd be like, oh my God, my friend got food poisoning there. You don't know how much it means to that person. Like he doesn't know that La Cabana
Does
is
he
your
though? Because I
everything.
literally said only if we go to La Cabana instead.
Yes, but like that could just be like a funny joke, like you're suggesting somewhere else. I really don't think he would. I don't think he meant it as like a personal attack. I'm
I'm
just
not
playing
taking
devil's
it as an
advocate.
attack on me. I'm taking it as an attack on La Cabana, and I like literally feel like it's the most special place in the world. I feel so much love for everyone there. So
Oh,
much love
as
for
do
the
I.
place.
I'm just saying, I don't think he's like meaning it bad, but if it's affecting you this much, I don't think he's your match.
Well, because it's also the 4th of July thing. I'm sorry. How was
Hmm.
your holiday? Why don't you say how was your long weekend?
Yeah. Again, I think perhaps a bit overcritical, but I could be wrong.
And I wish I would have asked him like, what were you celebrating? But
You
it's
could
like
just straight up ask.
it's been too long now. But I'm like, should I ask before we get to the table?
Wait, why don't you read the convo verbatim?
You want to hear the whole conversation?
Yes.
He responded to a picture of me at Shellback Tavern.
Hmm.
Cutie. I don't say anything. I just smashed back.
Hmm.
He said on July 7th at 9:43 a.m. What's up, Brooklyn Law School? I said, hello, Mr. where he works. He said, how are we doing today? How was your holiday? In which case, I don't respond. What holiday?
Hmm.
Okay. He goes, Mr. Blank is circling back. This was yesterday. Or no, this was Wednesday, July 16th at
I
12:30
do
p.m.
love the circling back lingo.
So I said yesterday at 3:35 p.m., Mr. Blank, thrilled to see you're circling back. Let's get drinks. I just cut to the chase.
Love.
Hi, Brooklyn. Excited you wrote me back. I'd love drinks. When are you free? I said blank, I am free tomorrow or Thursday. Let's get it on the calendar. That the let's get it on the calendar line was from Celia. He said Thursday sounds amazing. I said I will pencil you in. He said, and now this is all, no one's heard this part of the conversation yet. We're not going to Applebee's. Only if we go to La Cabana instead. My friends went there and said they got food poisoning. Ha 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 ha. I said, OMG. It is my most special place in the world. I refuse to believe that.
Hmm.
Then I said, fuck off.
Did you actually?
No, I just want to see if he believes me.
um.
He said,
Oh wow.
ha 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 ha. Hey, that's just what they told me. Exclamation point, exclamation point. I've never been. More of a Casablanca guy myself.
Oh.
Like, you're so cool because you go to the trendy restaurant across the street.
See, I want to vouch for him and be like, oh, he's just trying to like be
No,
part of
he's
the
trying to be
conversation, but
cool. And
I
if
don't
you
know.
do, there's like literally, I don't want to like I
Also,
don't
this is
spread
so niche if
rumors.
you're listening and you don't know these restaurants, but they're like two competing, and like Wakabani is like the underdog, and
No,
we
and
love them.
apparently, like they've had like serious rivalry
Beef. Yeah.
in the
It wasn't it
past.
two
Uh,
brothers or something?
Yeah, I don't want to spread these rumors because I don't know how true
Okay.
this is.
Yeah.
But I think it was like something in the family that
Yeah.
I don't want to
Definitely.
be saying this because I don't know if that's true, but we
Yeah.
both think it, so it must be true. I don't know if that's true. Is because first of all, I'm like, where are we getting this information from? Second of all,
Yeah. I feel like
like
someone told us once. No, I
I
actually
do
feel like
too. No, I feel
the
like me
the
too.
guy that works at the bagel shop, I really think he told us.
No, he wouldn't have told us.
I swear he did. But anyway, okay, quick question, and I want you to answer on your feet. Gut feeling, do you think you could date him?
Yeah,
Oh, then absolutely go. I thought you were
but
gonna say no. Like, if the only
no,
reason you're going is because you find him like kind of cute, like, but you hate everything he says, absolutely don't go.
no, I love his profile, and his profile's giving like a liberal guy.
Yeah, agreed, actually.
I'm just scared shitless I'm gonna sit down with him. I guess I'm just thrown off if I'm being completely honest. I'm thrown off. You hit the nail on the head. I'm thrown off number one that he's was how was your holiday? And then I'm thrown off number two by the fact that it does not say his political orientation, his bio. Then I'm thrown off number three by the fact that he said his friends got food poisoning at La Cabana, which just brings us back to this very conservative guy I know who literally says to this day that he would still vote for Trump to this day. And he one time said that La Cabana is just disgusting junk food.
He said something along the lines of, "It will give you diabetes."
Yeah. It's like, why?
And he knew how much it meant to us, so that was insulting. Anyway, um, just putting that out there. But you know
Disgusting.
what? I think that you've gone on so many dates that you have decided you don't like the person and you get yourself out of it. Like, you might as well just go. If it's a match, it's a
I'm
match. If
not
it's not,
very
it's
good
not
at
like
getting myself out of
you're
it.
not
That's the thing.
tied to him for life. You know what I mean?
No, I know. I'm gonna go.
Um, well, you'll have to post on Friday on the Girl House account updates.
I will. I hope I have a
Maybe
good
take some
update.
photos that you could post on the account.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we have an awesome time, the two of us.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't been on a date. I mean, I haven't either. I'm not judging, but I feel like you haven't been on a date in a long time.
I've only been on one date this year
Yeah. I
since
haven't
the
been on a
breakup.
date this year.
And
Haven't
it
we?
was that
Oh, that's right.
Hawaii guy. Well, technically on your birthday. It was like
It
a
wasn't a
date we
date.
third wheeled. Except I paid for it.
It wasn't a date, and that repulses me. Makes me genuinely sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm like,
Just
whoa,
saying.
is he gonna ask me to split the bill at La Cabana? No, he would not do that.
No.
Yeah, I haven't to split the bill with the guy at La
I
Cabana
was just trying to
before.
think who, but was it? Yeah, I remember
Skater
now.
boy. Because I was
Yeah.
trying to make it clear that we were friends. We
Yeah.
split the bill, and then he hits me in the parking lot with a, I respect that you don't want to hook up with you. I'm just being honest. I do want to hook up. Like, we just
Okay.
split the bill. We literally just split the bill, and now you're gonna ask to hook up with
Yeah, that's crazy.
me? Okay. Yeah,
No
his
comment.
face.
You know what I just realized, and obviously cut this. We never like thought of something to talk about. I guess we're just chatting.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I'm not even gonna cut that part because I'm gonna say actually, someone messaged asking if we could talk about flirting in today's episode. And I think that
Hmm.
that's on discussion and topic. And like, I actually was going to bring it up with you. I was like, let's do an episode about flirting. But I feel like neither of us have like the best advice about flirting. But
You
I
know
feel like
what?
we have gotten better at like putting ourselves out there and being flirtatious.
I was just gonna say, I feel like I am so bad at virtual dating. I cannot text for the life of me. Everything I say, it doesn't even sound like me. Like, you know, when
I
you
have
post
to
a
agree.
photo and like
No.
you don't
The
like
way
it,
you
or like,
can I say
wait,
something that has been making me so uncomfortable about the way you text? And it's just like, who am I talking to right now? Like
sure, but I have to
sometimes you'll
carry on.
send me the eyes emoji and I'm
I'm
like,
not talking about with you.
I know, but it's just like who am I speaking with?
I've been loving the eyes emoji, I will admit.
It's so uncomfortable every time you send it. I'm
I
just
don't know why I've actually been like literally
it makes
loving that
me
emoji.
feel okay, well, it's
But
just I have to say how it's been making me feel. Because it's
you
just like I
know,
can't imagine you. Oh, and then the other thing you've been saying lately is LMAO. I'm like, who am I talking to right now?
yeah, that's probably because I text with my friends at work nonstop and they say LMAO, so I guess I just picked it up. But
Yeah.
anyway, you know when you post like I feel like when I've been posting on TikTok, it doesn't feel like me and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you post a photo, it doesn't feel like you, but like you have to just keep doing it.
Yep.
That's how I feel with flirting. I'll literally like via text. When I text, it like literally isn't me, but I don't know how. Like I tried to chat with one guy on a dating
Yeah.
app and it just like I didn't know what like I just can't do it. I literally can't. But
You
in
know what really?
person, I would just
Sorry,
quickly say, in person, when someone's flirting with me, I am such a good flirt in person.
yeah.
Like I truly pride myself on that, but like I
Is that another
that's
reason why you say you'll never meet your husband on a dating app?
no, I'm just like genuinely really bad at it and like I had that realization kind of recently. Like I am
Yeah.
so bad at texting. It's embarrassing and it like embarrasses me because it doesn't represent who I am whatsoever. Like it just
So
makes
can
me feel
I
like a
give you
freak.
some advice
Yes, please.
and just give some advice to the room? This is not saying I'm some awesome texter, but I have had the same issue where I just like I overthink my text so much to the point where like I literally will get text and I won't respond to them because I for like hours because I panic. I like I don't know what to say.
Mhm.
And anyway, what really loosened me up, well, first of all, there was a piece of advice. It's easier said than done, but they say like just don't even think about it. It's actually if you're like talking to your friend, like don't think about what you're gonna say. Because first of
Yeah.
all, especially in the heterosexual format, female, woman to man, male. The man is not thinking about what he's saying to you. He's just sending messages. And so like
No.
but the whole point, what I'm saying that really helped loosen it up is Chat GPT. That phase I went through where I only responded to men with Chat GPT, it like really made me feel confident and that you can say whatever you want. And the more direct you are, honestly, the better it's
Yeah.
responded. And it like I think that made me realize like that whole phase, like it's not that serious. Like you can literally say whatever you want. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And so
I
now I
know it's
just
not
do
that
that.
serious. I just like I can't explain it. I literally will read things back and be like, this doesn't
Yeah.
even sound like
Well, that's what I mean. It's because you're thinking about it too much. You're
me.
trying to
Yeah.
sound cool or like some kind of, and I'm not judging. Like I obviously do the same thing. I'm just saying like maybe Chat GPT as a joke to loosen yourself up for a bit
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you decide
Anyhow,
to go on the apps.
so what is
But
your big flirting advice? I mean, that is good.
flirting advice, you know what? My flirting advice is that you really, and I've learned this through observation, and once I've begun to apply it myself over the years more and more and more, you just have to be confident.
Yeah,
You're a
100%.
beautiful person, you're cool, you're fun, you're awesome. Go up to who you want to, talk to them. And it's obviously
Well,
never like that like simple, but it just can be. Like I have this one friend who she has just like no inhibitions at all. When she sees a guy she likes, she just is like, fuck it, I'm gonna go up and talk to them and gets their number immediately. Cause like it's just like that's how easy it is. It
yeah, it
literally is
really.
that easy.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
was
like you
this
think about it so much that you like get in your head and then you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do it.
No, that kind of relates to what I was gonna say. I literally, and you will like roast me for this, but I every time I like can picture myself from the outside, like I'm picturing right now, flirting, I just look like I'm the main character of a book. That's the energy you
Oh,
have to
you've
bring.
told me that. No, but
But
I
it's true. Like
actually,
you genuinely have to bring that energy.
yeah,
And then
no,
like
you
when you
do.
see yourself in that beautiful light, it's like, oh my God, I can flirt my world away.
You know, and I've been seeing myself in such a beautiful light lately. Thank you for
Don't you
bringing that
love
up.
that? I
Yeah, because
love
like
that feeling.
lately, like, and they really say like the energy that you give off, like it's brought back to you and whatever that saying is. And lately I've just been super happy and like confident and feeling good about myself for the most part, except for like a few aspects of my life that I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like my parking tickets and stuff. But like I was on the phone last night with someone and they were just like, just pay your parking tickets. Just call the DMV.
Ew.
Just a friend.
Ew.
Just a friend who had good advice. Anyway,
You're not gonna
um,
share who? You
no,
can cut it.
it's literally just a friend.
So who?
No, the whole thing is I've been really happy and feeling just good about life. And like when I go on a walk with Ducky in the morning now, I literally stop and talk, not joking, every morning, probably like 10 people. Usually every conversation is at least 5 minutes long. And
Oh
like
my gosh.
sometimes it's like 15 minutes long. Just me and people chatting on the street. Sometimes they have a dog, sometimes they don't. And we're just like, I was chatting with like this woman who was like our parents' age the other day. She was like, "Oh, I saw you walking into Venice," and like we just stopped and chatted for 15 minutes on the street.
Oh
And
my
stuff like that just
gosh.
keeps happening to me. And then I go home and I'm like, I'm just chit-chatting with everyone, and I feel like
Oh, I
it just
love that.
I've been feeling so good about myself with the way like you know what it is? I'm giving off an energy all of a sudden that I'm approachable.
Mm. Give me some of that. I love that.
People are approaching me.
Yeah, no, that's
Mostly
amazing.
just like middle-aged woman, but still.
So you're giving off middle-aged approachable. No, I'm
No, I
kidding. I
think I
love
just
that. No,
come
I
off
actually love that.
sweet. I
Yeah,
think
no,
I
of
think I'm
course you do.
just sweet. In the
Yeah,
words of my college ex-boyfriend, I have a white heart.
that's nice. What does it mean?
Pure. I have a pure heart.
Mm. No, that's very true and nice. Very, very nice.
Well, should we wrap things up?
Yeah, I just don't really have any other flirting advice.
That's okay. We gave this the slight. We don't
Yeah,
have
we
to know
gave the
the.
tidbits.
We don't have to know the answer to everything.
This is so true.
But I think you just have to have confidence and think you're awesome. And all I will say is I've been thinking I'm awesome lately because I've been feeling a little more confident. And I'm just like, you know what? And it's not even about like appearance, it's that I know I'm a good person and I'm kind. And I've been really just like embodying that lately. And I feel like it's paying off because I feel like people have been thinking I'm kind. Because I wouldn't go talk to someone who's unkind. And it's kind of
Yeah.
like even like getting Botox today. I'm just cracking jokes left and right. And it's just like, not to flex on myself, I can't stop. But I'm just like, I
She's
feel like,
feeling herself.
no, I just feel like it's not even an appearance way. I've just been confident in who I am lately.
Yeah. How was
And
Botox, by the way?
I It was fine. It was totally, I mean, I'm so happy I got it. I got eject if anyone needs Botox. They are literally the best. I had kind of like a whole spa day because I got Botox. Well, Ducky got groomed this morning. So he had
Hmm.
his day. He was not happy. And now he's acting like he can't walk. I'm like, okay. I don't know why dogs act like they can't like walk. Because you said Vita does that too, and Clover does it
Mm-hmm.
too. Like, I don't know. Like, they act like they're in pain.
The
It's just
drama.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. But he got groomed. He looks amazing. And then I got my car detailed. Every single time I go to this car wash, they convince me to your car's so dirty. Your car is so dirty. You don't need the simple wash. You need the deluxe, 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 deluxe. I'm gonna give it to you for this much. It's such a good deal.
Oh
And they're
God.
just so nice. I'm like,
I could
sure.
never go there. My car's so
Yeah.
dirty.
But my car is like, I mean, they did an amazing job today. It's clean from it's spick and span. So I got my car super clean, and I don't have the energy to get into this. I can get into it later, but basically, some guy in the Home Depot parking lot, if you must know, fixed my car. Was I scammed? Maybe. Is my car still a little dented, and did I probably overpay a ton? Yeah. Did I discuss the price beforehand? No. But my car
That's
works
so
totally
cute.
fine now. The dents are basically out. And oh, and I was saying this in my YouTube video today, but I've just matured so much. I can't stop complimenting myself tonight because I was driving through Rodeo Drive today with my dented car, and then I was walking
Mm.
down Beverly Drive alone.
Yep.
And like 2 years ago, I would have literally, like, I would have passed out. Like I wouldn't have been
So
able to do that.
here's a little thing about Beverly Drive. Let me fill you in. Basically, Callie and I we used to walk around, I think it's called the Flats in Beverly Hills. That
Yeah.
used to be like our walking grounds. And we would go almost every day. And then one time, her ex situationship that she was in love with,
Honked at
essentially.
us.
Well, we'll never know to this day if it was him, but he has a very like uniquely wrapped car. Just putting it out there, and we likely it was him. And they honked and like slowed down. And she, I feel like you feared Beverly Drive like no other.
Well, I feared LA when I moved here because, and I've said this and
True.
I hate to say it, but like the only person's opinion I care of,
Yeah.
I,
It
and I
was
don't want to,
intense.
it was when I moved here, it doesn't even make sense. I think it wasn't even about him. It's like all my insecurities I put into this one person, and then I decided like the only thing that matters is what they think about me. And then I just assumed they were everywhere and they were looking down on me because they made me feel weird about everything I did with their weird ass comments. And we
In
had broke.
fairness, we
Yeah.
actually did see him driving around before though, so it wasn't like
Yeah.
the fear was semi-valid. Not to be like it's a small town, but it actually like kind of is, especially when you're all going to the same
And if he
places.
saw me driving around a dented car, he'd be like, "Oh, you dented your car? You can afford to buy a new one. And maybe you should buy a car that someone's actually heard of before." Like,
Yeah,
oh,
never
you gotta,
forget.
like, I
Even
was like,
Beverly Drive to me like makes me
yeah.
cringe for you.
No, well, and you
Actually, I
know
think
what?
I used to work on Beverly.
People are really, oh yeah, people are very unkind there. So
Different. I'm imagining in the heights. In the flats, I mean.
no, I'm talking, well, yeah, where Erewhon is.
Oh,
Where it was.
I'm imagining no, that's not what I'm picturing at all. I'm picturing like where he honked.
Past it. No, I was down
Mm.
shopping. So on my way to Botox, I stopped at Diptyque because my favorite scent ever from Diptyque, and I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Is
Went to
it
the
worth?
Grove today?
I just said I did not go to the Grove. I went to Beverly Drive.
I didn't know they had a diptyque.
Yes, they do. I was gonna go to the Grove, but then I was like, oh, it's gonna be such a pain parking. So then I
Yeah.
try to park at Beverly Drive at 12:30 p.m. I did four, five, six, seven circles around the goddamn place. And this is how I knew I'm like, wow, I'm doing pretty well. I parked super far down. Didn't even feel the need to call anyone while I was walking. I was just
Wow.
like, eh, just
That's awesome.
actually, I didn't
Truly.
park that far down. I parked pretty much, I got a lucky spot pretty close to the store, but still, it was a far enough walk.
Penrose spot
Anyway, no,
runs from car to store.
I was very confident and like
That's
it,
awesome.
you just have to understand like this is a huge thing for me because
Yeah.
like I
It's like exposure
I
therapy.
lived in fear of this
Hmm.
area. Like like crippling anxiety. Like I could not go there. And like if I had a dent on my car, no way in hell would I be driving around there. I remember one time my friend was visiting and she wanted to go to Rodeo Drive and I was just like shrinking into my body the whole time. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't belong here.
What
And
a
if anyone sees
time.
me here, they'll say, "What are you doing on Rodeo Drive?" It's just anyway, way
What
too
a
in my head.
time.
The reason I went to Diptyque today is because I'm battling this pet odor. I'm just like, I don't ever want to have a home that smells like pets. I clean, 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 clean. Ever since Cleo peed on the couch, I feel like there's just this weird scent in my living room, to be honest. And I think because I don't have air conditioning here this summer, like because it's warmer,
Warm,
there's
yeah.
like more scent. I've had the couch professionally cleaned twice. I've used enzyme cleaners. Like the scent's pretty much out, but I just feel like, and I've asked several people this. It's not that it smells like, I don't want to say like my house smells bad. It
I was
doesn't
gonna say
smell
I would never say it
bad.
had a scent.
No, but it's just like when I walk in, like I want to smell the scent of Diptyque Amber and Palo
Mm.
Santo.
Really, you just are trying to give yourself an excuse as to why you needed to get.
No, I'm actually not. I really thought heavily about I actually did research on the room spray. So Amber is my favorite scent, and it's
Oh, they have
like
a room spray?
yes. And so basically,
Wow.
I have gone back and forth, like oh, is it worth buying the candles or not? And then the thing is, like, I'll go through phases where I'm like, I don't need to go to Diptyque to get a candle. And then I'll end up buying
You
like
get one and you're like, why haven't I? Yeah.
well, no, it's not even that. I'll go and I'll buy 20 different candles that are each like $30 instead of like however
Mm,
much the Diptyque candle costs. And by this time, I've surpassed the price and doubled it
this is
of what
very
the
true.
Diptyque
Yeah.
candle would be because I'm trying to find a scent similar to the Amber Diptyque, when in
Yeah.
reality, I should just. So I've given myself permission to just shop at Diptyque for candles again. And also, I have pets and I want candles that are healthy for them. Not that any candles are really healthy, but like uh, a well-made candle, of course, will be safer around animals. Anyway, I go to Diptyque to pick up room spray, and I walk in, and like the Diptyque at the Grove, they're so nice there. Like they are like unbelievably kind. They will
Hmm.
like bring up that they remember me, they've seen me, whatever. I walk in to the Diptyque on Beverly Drive, and it's just crickets, 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 crickets. There's one other, and I'm wearing sweat shorts and my Merrells, my Moab threes, which are my favorite shoe right now. And it's just cricket, 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 cricket. There's one other person in the store. There's like five employees in there, and no one's saying anything to me. I'm like YouTubing. I'm filming a vlog this week. And so I'm just like,
That's fun.
well, this is time to get some clips in, like aesthetic of the diptyque. Finally, someone says, can I help you? Because they're concerned I'm filming in the store. And I'm like, actually, yes, I'd like to pick up a room spray. And they're like, is this for you? And I was like, yes. And I was like, Amber. And then I'm like trying to look around the store and I can tell they like literally don't want me to. It was so uncomfortable.
Oh my
And
God.
until I start like saying like, because I was looking into purchasing a diffuser there as well because I was like, maybe I'm just really worried about the scent of my home, and I want as much amber scent as possible. Once they so I was thinking of maybe buying a diffuser as well. They started to get a little more chatty with me. Then I brought up my pet odor, and they took a step back again. But I was like, I'm just being honest. I was like, anyway, despite my terrible experience I had there, the guy finally warmed up to me after he saw that I was purchasing things. But it's just like, why? I why do you have to act like that? I just hate that. I
You're in
hate that.
WeHo, man.
I know. Well, in
WeHo.
Beverly Hills, even worse.
Same.
Um,
Yeah.
like it's just wow, congratulations. You are trying to you think you're so much better than me. This is why I moved over why we moved over here. And
Yeah.
I hate going over there, but I have to get my nails done over there and I got super cute nails today. Anyway,
So?
uh if you are having
Love,
um
love, love.
thank you. If you are having pet odor issues yourself, I did not believe it, but they have this candle called La Jugeray. La Jugeray. Just look up diptyque odor. It will come up. I don't know how to say it, but anyway,
Okay.
it's this candle that is like it's like basil scented, but it the way it works, it's supposed to like soak up odor. Its purpose is to be in the kitchen so that it like takes away any lingering kitchen scent. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
we'll just see if this works. Like I'm at my wit's end because so my living room, I have the amber spray for. In my kitchen, Ducky, Cleo, and Luna are all grazers. So they're little kibbles just sitting around in their bowls all day. I feel like when I walk into the kitchen, it smells like kibble, and I'm just like, this is like super embarrassing. What if my hinge date comes over on Thursday and he's
Oh
like,
my God.
all these odors in your home? So this is not why I bought the candle, by the way. Anyway, um, I take this candle out of the box, I set it down on the counter. I don't even have to light it and the odor's gone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You need to send me the link because obviously I don't have that issue right now because I'm in a house, but I
Yeah. Well,
will.
they have a room spray too, and I was like, I don't want the room spray because I don't really need a basil scented room spray. But now I
Yeah.
actually think I will get the room spray.
But
Like,
do you have a strong scent of basil or it's just kind of neutral?
no, it's like it smells like a fresh garden. It smells like tomatoes and
Mm.
basil, but in
Oh,
like an
that's really
amazing way.
nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really nice.
And it
Wow.
completely like everything smells so fresh now.
Oh my God.
I sprayed. I am also very scent sensitive where I get headaches. So what I do in the morning is I spray. I was just using Pet Febreze and I hate Febreze. That's all
Hmm.
I had. Well, I
Oh my
also
God,
had
this
this
is really
scent
like
from
an issue for that
Anthropology.
you're.
Yeah, I had this scent from Anthropology that I used to like, but then it just started like when it sits, it just smells almost like it goes from musk to must, and it just smells like mildew.
Oh.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
anyway, and I'm like, well, no wonder that scent was. I was so happy that scent was on clearance, and now I'm like, oh, I think I know why it's on clearance because it smells like shit. But no, I'm happy. I think my place smells good now. And on that note, my laptop's about to die, and I have to go finish editing tomorrow's episode for you. You would have already heard it because it's the bonus ep this week. Comes out Wednesday. I hope you have the most amazing weekend, and I will update you on how the date went. Wish me luck. What do I
I
do?
can't wait
I
to
want to
hear.
ask you, what do I do if he turns out to be celebrating the 4th of July? And if that's the case, I'm gonna ask him right off the bat. And if that's the case, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, but there's no point. I have to go.
You keep us posted how it goes.
Oh God, I will. Look
Until
out for my
then,
post on Friday. Okay. Love you.
love you. Bye.